Prologue, Shadows over Illorin. In the heart of Illorin, where the dusty harmattan winds called through rustling trees and earth-toned rooftops, there was once a time when laughter echoed through the narrow alleys, and the people of the land lived in peace and brotherhood. But that peace was long gone. By the year 1989, the community of Ayomide in Illorin had become a place of whispers, wails, and weekly mourning. Every 7 days, one life was taken. And every death came the same way, by the hand of an evil masquerade who emerged from nowhere, killed swiftly, and vanished like mist in the early sun. No one knew from where it came or what it truly was. But something else strange accompanied this weekly horror, a red cap. It flew in the air like a bird, with no visible wings or hand to guide it. It hovered and danced in the breeze before gently resting on the head of its next victim. No one saw it. No one, that is, except a boy, Ayomide, the 7-year-old child with eyes beyond the ordinary. Chapter 1, Ayomide, the boy who sees. Ayomide was small, quiet, and unusually observant. He lived with his grandmother, Mama Tenny, in a modest mud brick house at the edge of the community. His parents had died years ago under mysterious circumstances, and many believed he had inherited their connection to the spiritual world. He didn't speak much, but when he did, it was usually something strange. Emoku, he would whisper after staring into the distance. Someone would die again. No one took him seriously. His grandmother, a strong old woman with thick tribal marks and a hardened face, loved him fiercely but refused to entertain his visions. "Keep that mouth shut," she would say, voice shaking. "If you say it, it will happen." But Ayomide couldn't help it. He saw things. He saw spirits at night, heard voices in the trees, and most terrifying of all, he saw the red cap. Every week, a day before the masquerade came, Ayomide would see the red cap fly through the air and land on someone's head, hovering for a moment like a butterfly before settling in place. Only he could see it. He would run home, breathless, and tell Mama Tenny. "Today, it landed on Baba Ojo," he said one evening. "Hush," she snapped, drawing him close. "Don't speak of such evil." But the next day, Baba Ojo's body was found lifeless in his compound, eyes wide, skin pale, no wounds, no sound, just death. The whole community mourned again. Chapter 2, A Town in Fear. The elders of Ayomide gathered every week under the ancient Iroko tree in the village square. Dressed in white agbadas and red beads, they sacrificed goats, poured libations, and consulted diviners, but nothing worked. Every week, someone still died. Some said it was a curse. Others believed the gods were angry. Still others whispered about forbidden secrets in the palace. But no one could stop the masquerade. It struck at night. A tall, terrifying figure in black raffia and red cowries. Its roar shook the trees. No weapon could touch it. It appeared suddenly, claimed a life, and disappeared into darkness. And always, a day before, Ayomide saw the red cap. Chapter 3, The Revelation. Everything changed the day Ayomide came running, barefoot and trembling. "Mama, it landed on the Oba." The red cap. It landed on Kobiyisi's head. Mama Tenny froze. "Don't say that," she hissed. "You want to die? You want them to burn this house?" "But it's true," Ayomide cried. "I saw it. He had the red cap." For the first time, fear filled Mama Tenny's eyes. That evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, a town crier beat his gong through the streets. The council of elders summons the boy, Ayomide. Tomorrow, at the palace square. By the gods, he must speak. Someone had overheard his words. Chapter 4, The Boy Before the Throne. The palace was a fortress of ancient stones and secrets. The Oba of Ayomide, Oba Adikono Iboronk, was a tall, imposing man with eyes that rarely blinked and a voice like thunder. For over 40 years, he had ruled, and under his reign, the land had flourished until recently. The council of elders sat beside him as Ayomide was brought forth, tiny and barefoot, his eyes calm. "Boy," one elder asked gently, "tell us, who is next to die?" Ayomide looked up, straight into the eyes of the king. "It is you, Kabiyesi. You wear the red cap." A silence fell like a stone in water. The king's eyes narrowed. "What nonsense is this? You insult me." Ayomide stepped forward. "You are the masquerade. You have been taking the lives of people to add to your years. You steal their destinies, their breath, their future, so you can stay alive." The king stood, furious. "Lies. Which child? I should have you whipped." But then Ayomide reached into the fold of his one wrapper and pulled out a small flute, a carved piece of wood handed down by his late father, a seer. No one knew its power, until now. He put it to his lips and played. The sound was soft, like wind through a forest, but something strange happened. The king's face twisted. His robes burned away. His skin darkened into hide. His limbs grew. Before all eyes, he transformed into the masquerade. Gasps filled the palace. Women screamed. Elders fell to their knees. "Illorin, oh, someone cried." It is true. The flute's tune changed, and the masquerade stumbled, weakened. "You stones!" Ayomide shouted. "He cannot be killed with metal." The people, enraged by years of suffering, picked up stones, pounding the ground with their grief, fury, and justice. They stoned the creature until it fell with a final cry, a sound that shook the heavens, and then silence. Chapter 5, The New Dawn. The next day, the Iroko tree bore new leaves. Birds sang louder. And for the first time in over a year, no one died. The red cap was never seen again. The council of elders gathered and, after a long deliberation, called Ayomide and Mama Teni to the square. "Kabiyesi Ayomide," the oldest elder said, bowing. "You have saved us. Though you are young, the gods have chosen you. You shall be our king." People danced. Drums beat. Old and young cried tears of joy. Ayomide, just 7, was crowned under the sun. A new crown, one of peace, not blood, was placed on his head. He ruled wisely, guided by visions and the spirit of justice. And the land of Ajoromi knew peace once more. Epilogue, The Red Cap. Years later, elders told the tale of the evil king who wore the red cap, and the boy who saw it. They warned their children never to hunger for power at the cost of others. And in the corner of the palace, sealed in a glass shrine, sat an old wooden flute, silent but watching. Because the spirit world never sleeps. And Ayomide, the boy king, knew that well. The end.